to help me with the class here in the classroom. And you, please, 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 I would really appreciate that you also give me a hand here with this class and access to Richmond Learning Platform. So, but before to go through the class and before to join the lesson, I just want to make you think, over these words. This is a Chinese proverb, and maybe someone can help me with this. Maybe Scarlett Suset Delgado. Scarlett, are you online? Scarlett. Or I will mention the same names of people who always participate because the rest of you seems to be absent. I mean, you are online, but you're absent because you never talk. Lizzie, can you please read the quotation, Lizzie?
Sorry, teacher.
Can you please read the quotation? This one. Teachers can.
Okay. Teachers can open the door, but you must enter it yourself. Chinese proverb.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I don't know if anybody wants to say something about this. I think that the words are clear and the message that the program is delivering is clear as well. I don't know if someone wants to say something.
I think it means that teacher help us in the education, but depends of, how do you say cada quien in English?
Each one.
Each one to use what we learned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Sergio. Yeah, that is totally right. So we'll try to help you somehow, to show you the way, but we give the instruction like you said, but it's you, it's up to you. It depends on each one of you, the way that you want to take, the road that you want to walk on your lives. But a teacher or any other person who really wants to teach you how to live, we can't just do that. Show you the path. I can show you, teachers can show you the path, but you are the ones who decided which road to take. Let me see, any other opinion about it? Anyone else? Maybe Lily Reyes.
Hi.
Hello. And there's also Brandon's here. Brandon says, it's our decision if we'll learn what they tell us. Yeah, that is totally right, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. So Lily, you were saying?
I understand to the teacher can give you two opportunities, but you have to work hard.
Yeah, you have to do your way yourself. And let me tell you something, but it just escaped my mind what I was gonna say. But in this online system, this online classes thing, it is more complicated to reach you out because sometimes we're not sure that you're actually online. We're not sure. We're not totally sure that you're listening, and that makes it even harder. But my advice to you is that if you have decided to stay home, so do your job from there. I mean, what I mean is that you have to pay attention to everything that your teachers say because of your own good, because we want to give you some advice, we want to lecture you, because we know better. we know better. We have lived more than you, and we can help you to not make the mistakes that we probably have made in our life, so you can be more successful than the way we are, than the way we did. And this is our task. And this online system has made these things harder, at least with you. Because like I said, I'm sure that many of you are listening. I'm sure that Cesar is listening to me because he's here, but the rest, no idea. Then Valeria says it depends of ourselves if we use the knowledge that the teachers give us in the correct way, in a correctly way. So thank you, Vale. Of course, depends on you. Because like I said, we try to teach you, we try to lecture you because we know better, because our experience. It's not that we are more intelligent, because we're not, we're definitely not. It's that we have more experience in life, and we can help you. So now let's move to the English platform. In order to do so, you need to go to the internet browser, to Santillana Compartir. You see, you are so familiar with this platform. At least you must be. Compartir. So as soon as you have used your username and your password, you will access to this window, to this screen. And you just have to scroll down, and it's the last icon. So just gotta click on it. And we did some exercises last class. We worked just a few. Well, a little. We worked a little on this. So I will access it straight to your class. Is 10th A. So I have many classes in here, as you can see. There you are. 10th A. So let's work again in English ID 2B. So you have to click on this book, display unit number 6, and we're going to work on pronunciation. All right, the pronunciation exercise is kind of simple. It has to do with the intonation and the stress words. And you, Cesar, you can take note of column 1 and column 2. So in the first column, you're gonna write, or well, no, you can write because you have the platform available. Just Cesar is writing. So you have to choose which words the stress syllables is the first, and in which words the strongest tone of voice, or the syllable where the intonation goes up, tends to rise. In the second, it's gonna be moved here, like you see, you grab this. So for example, how do you pronounce this word? Extreme. So where do you listen that the strongest tone of voice fall? In the first or in the second syllable? What do you think? Extreme or extreme?
In the second one.
You said in the second. Extreme. All right, let's move it here. Cesar, activity. Acti or activity? How do you pronounce it? Is the first or the second syllable? You say it's the second. What about dangerous? Dangerous. Anybody? You said the first. What about challenge?
The first one.
The first one. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, well, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 5 in here and 5 in here. So try to take that into account. How do you pronounce this one? Anybody who wants to help me with the pronunciation of the next word?
Awesome.
Where do you listen the stressful? In the first or the second?
The first.
The first.
The first. Awesome. Awesome. Interview. Interview.
In the first one too.
You said in the first. Okay, you are almost completing the first column. Encourage. Encourage. What do you think, Susan? Encourage.
The second one.
You said the second. Encourage. Nervousness. Nervousness.
The first.
The first. So, now we have 6 and 6. 6 and 6. Continue. Continue.
Second.
I heard the first and the second.
The second.
That's the second. Continue. Continue. Okay. Snowboarding. Snowboarding.
First.
First. Snowboarding. So we have no choice. We have to move casino and adrenaline here. Now it's time for the truth. It's time for the truth. Oh, we're perfect. Well, you were perfect. You got 12 out of 12, 100% in your first attempt. So wait that Cesar is writing down the answers. Just give us a second.
Popular in Mexico and the USA at the moment. Yep, Home Chef is the website which puts you in touch with professional chefs who will come out to your house and cook dinner for you and your friends. Tonight, I'll find out more by talking to Pedro Cambra, chef and founder of the website. Welcome, Pedro.
Well, I think the answer for these questions has been revealed. What kind of radio program is it? Cesar? About news, food, or businesses? Anyone wants to help Cesar?
About food.
You said food. Okay, let's check food. What is Home Chef?
A website where people share recipes and cooking ideas.
Okay, so that is this. Now let me see if you got it right. Check the answers. Oops. It's not a website where people share recipes and cooking ideas.
It's the last one.
It's the last one. You can hire a chef who cooks for you at your home. Try it again. Let me see. Now we got it perfect. Let's move on to the next part. You say true or false thing. Abrego, can you talk? So I know you can talk. Can you unmute your microphone? Can you? Daniel. You there? Laura Sofía Pineda. Oh, she isn't here, is she? So then, Sergio. You're always there, Sergio.
The number 1.
No, read all of
Ah.
them. Don't give me the answers. Don't give me the answers. Just read them.
Number 1. Pedro Cambra started home chef. Pedro trained as a waiter. Pedro's friends always asked him to come to their homes and cook for them. Number 4, his friend helped him with new customers. Number 5, Pedro says it was difficult to set up home chef.
Thank you. So now to verify these answers, listen.
B1, listening 3. Hello and welcome to this week's installment of Food Bites. I'm Anita Cole. Now, if you haven't been living in a kitchen cupboard for the last month, I'm sure you will have heard of Home Chef, the eat out at home craze that's so very popular in Mexico and the USA at the moment. Yep, Home Chef is the website which puts you in touch with professional chefs who will come out to your house and cook dinner for you and your friends. Tonight, I'll find out more by talking to Pedro Cambra, chef and founder of the website. Welcome, Pedro. Wonderful to have you on the show.
Hello, Anita. Good to be here.
Now, tell me, why did you decide to set up Home Chef?
Well, I've always wanted to set up my own business. I trained as a chef, and I was working at a restaurant at the time. A few years ago, I was annoyed because almost every weekend, people were asking me to come to their houses and cook for them. If friends were having a dinner party, they always invited me, but to cook. I didn't get to relax, so it wasn't much fun. So I said to my friends, if you like my food so much, why don't you come to the restaurant and eat with your friends there?
And why do they prefer eating at home?
Well, you know, there are a lot of reasons why people don't want to eat out. Maybe smart restaurants aren't so convenient for parents with young children, for example. And then some people live in neighborhoods where there aren't many places to go out and eat.
And people don't enjoy cooking for their friends?
A lot of people just don't want to have a dinner party at home because they don't want to cook for their friends. If you're not an experienced chef, it can get pretty stressful trying to cook a 3-course meal and enjoy your friend's company at the same time. People want to spend time chatting and relaxing, not stuck in a hot kitchen working hard.
Was it difficult to set up Home Chef? What were the challenges?
Actually, I found it pretty easy. When I told my friends about my new business idea, they were pretty happy. They told all of their friends, and I got a load of business real quick. The challenges? Well, I had to be really organized. When I was cooking in my friends' kitchens, it was pretty easy, pretty relaxed. I knew them, and I knew their kitchens, where they kept their garlic, where the knives were, all that kind of thing. The problem with cooking for strangers was that I would go to their house and they would tell me, actually, we always eat out, so we don't have any pots and pans. No pots and pans! So that was the biggest challenge. Now I have a big van which is full of kitchen equipment, and when I arrive at a house, I can take everything I need.
I hear Home Chef is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, well, a lot of customers started asking me about different types of food. My style of cooking is quite traditional Mexican food, so I decided to hire 2 Japanese sushi chefs. These chefs go to the customer's house and show the dinner party guests how to make sushi. So, everyone gets really involved and the food becomes the center of the occasion.
A sushi making party. Now, that does sound like fun, and all in the comfort of your own home.
Okay, I hope that you have gotten the answers because this audio is too long to play it twice. But you at home, you have a lot of choices here. You can listen as many times as you wanted to. And also if you have listened 3, 4, 5 times and you still don't get it, which I don't think is gonna happen because you are excellent English speakers and listeners as well, you have to click on the transcript. And so, and everything he said is here, you see. You have to transcript, just in case that you have heard it many, many, many times and you don't get it. But I'm sure it's not your case. Let's see, the first one, Cesar, is it true or false? You said it's true. Number 2, anybody?
I think the number 2 is false because the audio says other thing.
Okay. So you think that it says otherwise, it's false. What about number 3? Anybody? Somebody? Someone?
True.
It's true.
You said it's true. Okay, 4?
True.
True. Cesar, number 5. What do you think? That Pedro says it was difficult to set up Home Chef. You said it's false. Yeah, I'm sure of that one. He said it was kind of easy. Now let's check the answers. Wow, you're perfect. So you see, you're excellent listeners. Then let's move to the third part. You have some questions here. And you have 2 possible answers. You have to choose the right one. Let's see. Who else is here? Lily Reyes.
Hi.
Hello, Lily. Can you please read questions from 1 to 3, please?
Okay. 1. What was Pedro doing when he decided to start Home Chef? 2. Why didn't Pedro enjoy his friends' parties? 3. Why do many people prefer not to cook at their own dinner parties?
Thank you so much. And the 4th and 5th. Let me see. Andrea Michelle Peña. Are you there? If you can't unmute your microphone, let me know. Give me a reaction or something. Oh no, now the chat is available. Okay, maybe you're not even listening. Sergio Torres then. 4 and 5.
Yes.
Please read question 4 and 5, please.
What did Pedro find difficult at first? Is the number 4. Number 5. What do Pedro's new Japanese chef do?
Thank you. Now let's check the answers. For the first one, He was unemployed or he was working in a restaurant? He was between jobs or he was working somewhere else? At the moment he decided to start his own business on TV, well, on the internet.
He was working in a restaurant.
Okay, he was working. Thank you. So why? What is the reason why Pedro didn't enjoy his friends' parties? Pedro was asked to cook in their parties, or he considered that they were not funny enough?
The first one.
Yeah. So he was invited to his friends' parties just because they made him cook. So what kind of friends are they? All right, why do many people prefer not to cook at their own dinner parties? Because it's stressful or they are embarrassed? It's not embarrassing. The first one, right? So you are throwing a party because you want to relax, not to get stressed out. And what did Pedro find difficult at first? Advertising or that people didn't have the kitchen equipment?
The second one.
The second, some people did not have any kitchen equipment. So they expect him to cook, but they didn't have the utility, the cutlery, the kitchen equipment. So what do Pedro's new Japanese chefs do? They cook or they teach? Guess how to make sushi?
The second one.
You say that they teach, okay? Check. Wow, we got a perfect score once again. And this is the last exercise for this listening. We have time for a reading. Reading number 4. Reading number 4. Well, it's kind of long, isn't it? Man's Food, a complete how to cook book for men. Cesar, do you cook? Do you cook at home? Anything? No, I'm just talking in general. Do you cook? What can you cook? What can you prepare? Coffee. Meat? Ah. Chicken, meat, and what else? Rice. Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise. Now let me see here in the audience. We have a couple of boys here, and I wanted to know. Daniel Alejandro, can you cook?
More or less.
Depends on what?
Because if you mean cook many recipes, like, I don't know, chicken, meat, and a lot of things else, I can't, because I only can very few things. Like basic things like some eggs, hot cakes, let me see. I don't remember. Rice. I don't remember what else. Is a very few things that I can cook for that I.
Have you tried? Have you tried cooking soup?
No. More
No.
than all, my grandma and my mother, and sometimes my aunt are who cook in the house. So there's always something to eat, beans and some things like that. So I don't need to cook to eat. Sometimes when there's nothing, it's very weird that there's nothing, but if there's nothing anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cook something.
Okay. It's good to know that you cook. I mean, you're not maybe a pro chef, a master chef, but you're trying hard. That's good. Let me see another boy in here. Brandon Fabricio, do you cook? Can you cook?
Sometimes, teacher.
Sometimes. Tell me something that you can cook.
I can cook, how do you say postres? I don't
Dessert.
know. Yeah,
Ah,
desserts. I can, how do you say pudding?
pudding.
Oh, okay,
Well,
pudding.
the pudding is kind of different from the budin we have here. So, but
Okay.
I know what you mean.
And I can cook flan, how do you say flan al horno?
No idea, my friend.
Or flan horneado, I don't know.
Hey, that's good. That is interesting. So maybe if one day you show up here in the school, you can cook for us.
Maybe.
Okay, I hope so. Okay, guys, times on television is very expensive and it's time to go. So this exercise will be completed by yourselves, taking advantage that you have the technology at hand. My friend Cesar didn't, but he will do it as soon as he gets home or when he have time, when it's convenient for him. So thank you, guys. We'll see you when I see you. Have a nice afternoon.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Good teacher.
Thanks, teacher. Bye.
Bye-bye.